Everyone seems to think that netherite is this rare, difficult to obtain material that is worth grinding for months to build just one beacon base of this stuff. I personally just think it sounds nice when you walk on it. So, naturally, I built a giant factory that mass produces this stuff so quickly that I am going to use it for flooring. Yeah. Strap in. Now, I already possess the factory blueprint that took me a month to design. I just need to clear an area so I have space to build it. Yeah, it's going in the field behind me. If we look at the map, this area is the only section that is mostly plains and kind of flat for quite a ways around here. So we are going to be building it right here. We have some hills to remove. We got a ravine to fill in. We have some villagers to displace. But what's wrong with that? I think nothing at all. Also, on a completely separate note, I am going to map this entire area before we start digging the project. So we have a little before and after. And that's why I have all of these very lovely empty maps, which will slowly be filled. It'll be fun. Trust me, we're gonna go digging. Okay, to give you some sense of scale, you can kind of see the outline of the bot. If I move too far away, you can't see anything. You can kind of see the bottom of the build, and it's a little big. It's a little big, so I need to remove all of this terrain and flatten all of it, chop down a bunch of trees, and that's going to be like the first big project. So I'll probably set up a little storage area over here, grab some beacons, so that way we get a little bit of haste too to make it faster. Oh, and then we're going to town. It'll be spectacular. I also need to set up a bed because I don't want to deal with the phantoms. Beginning of our construction. I hate that these guys aren't stopped by a mob switch. That's so annoying. No. Up here? No. What? No. Wait, what? Oh! Oh, the seam! These need to go to the left. And then there's things that go in between them. Okay. So I made duplicates. I ran out of maps and item frames, but I'm not done here, okay? I need glass panes in order to lock all of the maps in place, which I didn't realize until I had already made them. But I can also use this time to get some more beacons. Nice. That number is no longer accurate. We have, I don't know. We still have over 1 1/3 million, that's for sure. The detours I take in this game are always very, very strange. It's kind of weird to just go out of left field and just get a stack of beacons. Also, in case you were wondering, I didn't even get 3 stacks of ancient debris in the last episode. I need more beacons for the area that I'm going to dig out for the factory. You know, that whole space we gotta flatten. So, I'm back here to just get a casual, a stack. We'll start with a stack. That seems good. This might get a little loud. I grabbed enough glass to make all of these beacons, but I forgot to grab glass to lock these maps. So I'm gonna do a little run back there. But then I can start filling up this little item storage over here with the things that I'm going to get from this area. And I can start placing these beacons down on pyramids to make this area very fast to mine. We actually have our before and after map. Currently, the before is visually identical to the after, but it's not going to look that way forever. We have many things to get rid of here. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort, a little bit of elbow grease, but it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good for me to dig a hole. First time I've ever done that in one of these episodes, but imagine this entire area behind me becoming instantly flattened. I don't actually know if I'm going to do that as a transition. It may have taken me like 30-40 minutes But I now have a grid of 3x3 beacons with 2 little extra ones on the side that fully cover the entire area that I need to dig out. It's gonna take a little bit, but don't worry, it'll be fun. For you, probably. For me, not so much, because it's gonna just take me a long time. But I might enjoy it. Who knows? I just wanted to record the fact that he's the first wandering trader to show up while I'm working on this project, but I accidentally smacked the man. So yeah, he's got crap. Wait, the llamas are killing him? Here, I'll put him out of his misery. And you guys stop this. Get on it. They're so tanky. Boom! And just like that, the entire area around me has been flattened out. We still have 3 more layers to go. Don't get ahead of yourselves. We could do it as one really large instant transformation. Let me just move real quick. Let's see. To a little bop. We should only have 1 more set of layers to dig down, and then we'll be done. But for you, hopefully that's instantaneous. I have a strong feeling that the pillagers are back. Like, I can't put my finger on it specifically. Maybe. I'm not sure. They're killing each other. No! And just like that, you can take them out without ever lifting a finger. Day 4 of flattening this entire area. I am starting to be filled with regrets, but I press ever onwards. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. I don't actually know how that song goes. It's been a while since I've watched The Lion King 1.5. Why won't they leave me alone? Boom. The entire area is destroyed. I don't know if that is going to really mean anything in the video, because I think from here it really doesn't look like much changed. But if we look at our lovely maps over here, as you can see, the one on the left is where we started, the one on the right is where we are, and we've removed around 250,000 blocks just to get to this point. Flattened out the entire area so we can start building the beautiful netherite factory. Just kidding, we can't start building it yet. I don't have any of the 750,000 items that I need. We have to go resource gathering, and then we can start working on this thing. Whoop. Also, if you were curious as to why there are 2 of the same maps, well, it's because of the same reason there used to be 2 of the same map over here. It's a work in progress build, and this one on the right will be the finished project, and this one on the left is just a middle work in progress kind of thing. But more resource gathering. Let's go. It is time. Everybody's favorite activity is coming up. We are going to be destroying more terracotta. I have no idea what is in those shulker boxes, but it's probably some terracotta that I left here before. There's just random holes everywhere. 18 orange and a little bit more white terracotta. That's not really useful at all because I need 30,000 regular terracotta. But hey, maybe a different future me will like it. For now, though, I'm going to set up a little beacon grid, and then we're going to go crazy mining out all of these tannish blocks. It'll be fun. I've done it. I'm gonna take all of these back to the build location and then figure out what the heck else I need to get, because there's like 720,000 more blocks, and I don't even know if I have any of them. He literally just keeps appearing everywhere I go, and he doesn't even have anything worthwhile. The world has been saved. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and we'll grab 18 just for good measure. I'm going to take all the andesite over to the main build area and then look for even more things. But 28,917 andesite has been acquired. We have to keep going through the spreadsheet. That's right, the spreadsheet. This magical list of 306 different item types that I need for this build is something that I will personally be referencing so incredibly frequently. You don't need to worry about it. Just know that it is a horrible nightmare that actually has become my painful reality. I currently need to see if we have 77 shulker boxes full of stone. This would be 54. This would be 63. This would be 72. And the rest of this is more than 5. So we definitely have enough stone. Sand, I have none here, and I need 107 shulker boxes of sand. I think I need to move some of our 10 million sand from the nether all the way over here to the overworld, and that's going to take a hot minute. Unfortunately, I very much underestimated how much sand I would need. I thought I only needed 200,000, but it turns out I need 800,000. But thankfully, we got the trusty mass item crafter designed by El Mango, and this baby will pump out lots of sandstone for us. So that's what we're gonna do. It's very nice. Sandstone, sandstone. Okay, 54, 60. Wait, 54 plus 6 plus 10, 96. We need 5 more. If my math is at all correct, I think we need 5 more. Blackstone. This doesn't look like it's 24 shulker boxes of Blackstone. Oh, when I start to like actually look into these things, this is bad. This is bad. I don't have almost everything that I need. Okay, so we took all of the Blackstone out of that. Oh, there should be... Oh, we don't need to farm any basalt. I already mined all of it in the last episode. Hell yes. Next on the docket is 10 shulker boxes of bone blocks. So I came to the wither skeleton farm from the last episode, and now I need to turn 30 shulker boxes of bones into 10 shulker boxes of bone blocks. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. It probably will though. That only took like 5 minutes. Item scroller really is the best mod. You should all use it. Let me grab this and then we'll get out of here. Yeet. Oh, wait a second. I was about to run away, and then I remembered I still need a shulker box of blocks of coal. So let me craft that up quickly as well. Yeah, and then we can just go block of coal right here. And then this should be a lot easier for managing. I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is I need 23 shulker boxes of a lot of different logs, and I don't really have tree farms for any of them, so I'm going to have to chop them all down by hand. The good news doesn't exist yet. It's gonna be a rough one. I'll enchant some things, and then we'll go chop probably several forests completely down to the ground. I do have to say, I completely forgot about all of these sheep here that I clearly penned up. But this was the closest birch forest and also the closest jungle biome. So I guess sadly for these sheep, this is what's gonna go away. That only took an hour, 53 minutes, and 49 seconds. Let me just say, the birchwood is the least amount that I need of all of the log types. So it's gonna take a little bit longer, but the next one on the docket is going to be jungle wood. And that one requires a lot more leaves as well. But we should be set. I don't know how this keeps happening. Why are there always so many random floating vines in the sky? The leaf will just despawn eventually, but I don't understand why the vines are just glitching out like that. And there's even more back there. This jungle's getting really, really strange. It's been 4 hours and 18 minutes, and I finally have all of the shulker boxes of jungle wood that I need. It was awful. It was boring, but we are making progress nonetheless. Next up on the docket is 8 shulker boxes of dark oak wood. That one's gonna take a while. And here we are in the most cursed place in my entire hardcore world, the forest, where a long time ago, I specifically don't remember when exactly, I came in and I just ripped all of the leaves off of all of the trees and then left them here. Oh, no, I remember. It was for making the really big tree. It was for whatever that episode is called. Somebody will know. They'll put it in the comments. This time I don't need leaves. I need all the dark oak wood. I've just dropped off all of the dark oak wood, 8 shulker boxes in total, meaning we are almost done with gathering all of the logs. 2 more steps. Well, I mean 3 because there's also spruce, but 2 more to manually obtain. Oak and acacia. The acacia is going to be really awful, but the oak should be perfectly fine. And in case you didn't know, I have a spruce tree farm that I will just get the spruce logs from. All of the oak logs have been dropped off. It only took me around 3 hours to get them. And now we start with the truly worst part of all of the log gathering, the Savannah, because these trees hardly have any logs. They're incredibly spaced out, and sometimes you have to pillar up to get the top logs. This is going to be the worst time in my entire life. I also want to just specify that I do enjoy playing this game. There's just little parts of it like this that are really annoying. And for those of you that are asking why I don't build a tree farm, it's called Minecraft. I have to mine at some point, and that's what I'm doing. I was very unfortunately correct. That was the worst thing I've ever done in this entire game. That took me like 2 hours to get 2 shulker boxes of acacia wood. I don't know who designed these trees, but they are so terrible to mine manually. I will absolutely build a universal tree farm in the future because I am never doing this again. I may be the proud owner of a spruce tree farm, but I am sadly not the proud owner of a spruce leaves farm. And I need a lot of these things, so I'm just going to be over here hero brining this entire forest, which is a little sad because it's an old growth taiga, and Lord knows we don't have enough old growth forests left in the world anymore, and unfortunately I am going to be another negative impact on that number. But hey, in lighter news, it is just a video game. I need to gather up a lot of Podzol now, and I don't want to waste any durability on my shovel, so I'm going to show you guys something very, very useful with the Tweakaroo mod. If you turn on the tweak, block type break restriction, set it to true, you can then choose to set your block type break restriction list type to a whitelist. Choose the one block you want to set in the whitelist. You can choose more if you would like. But then this way, with that set up and turned on, you can't break anything at all except for the one block you want. It's very, very helpful, and it will save me a lot of durability on this tool, and I won't accidentally mine any of the blocks that I don't want. With all of the Podzol collected, I don't think I'm going to tell you this time. Very, very perceptive viewers can probably figure out how many shulker boxes of packed ice I need. And I'll just tell you that I need one shulker box of blue ice as well. Though there's not really... Wait, is that blue ice over there? Okay, never mind. I was going to say there's not really much blue ice around here. But I don't think that's one shulker box full. I'll have to go look around somewhere for more. But yeah, it's ice mining time. I'm sorry, I just had to point this out because I didn't realize it before, but even with Haste 2 and Efficiency 5, this is not an insta-mineable block. Why is blue ice like the hardest block to break ever? I feel like it would literally be easier to collect 9 times as many packed ice blocks and then craft it into blue ice. What is this crap? Who did this? Who did this? Whose decision was this? This is the worst decision I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm gonna lose my mind. Ah! Very, very, very unfortunately, I have to make a kelp farm because if you want 2 shulker boxes full of dried kelp blocks, it requires 18 shulker boxes of dried kelp. So I threw together a little 250,000 kelp an hour farm that I'll be building up, and it shouldn't take too long. And it'll be something that I'll probably only use just this one time because kelp is trash, but dried kelp blocks are somewhat useful. It's done. I've completed my beautiful masterpiece. You want to see it run? Do you want to see how crazy this thing goes? I just got to run behind here, climb up this little ladder, and then we can turn on the bone meal. And that will cause all of these dispensers to just keep bone mealing the kelp. And then we have to turn on the part that actually starts the farm going crazy. And that is the piston cycling. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at it go. These rates should be around 250,000 kelp an hour, meaning I should get my about 20 shulker boxes of kelp very, very soon. This will, of course, take 20 shulker boxes of bone meal to get, but I mean, who's counting? You know, that doesn't really matter. What happens is that we're saving time, and time is a very valuable resource when you only have one life and you're spending all of it playing Minecraft. Look at them go. Look at them go. Of course, at the same time, it is incredibly loud. And, well, I mean, that can be mitigated by just going a little ways away from it. So now I just AFK this, and as soon as I get enough, it'll be put into the list of very, very many things that need to ultimately go into a super smelter at some point. But the next thing on the docket is getting all of the beautiful dye that we need for all of our lovely terracotta and all of our glass. But yes, we will need to dye several things in this video. And to do that, I'm gonna make a couple flower farms. I'm just trying to build a flower farm and this guy won't leave me alone. He's not even selling anything useful. Actual bane of my existence. Make him stop spawning, please. Mojang can break every farm I've ever made, but oh, for the love of God, would they ever remove the most annoying creature in the game? No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. I will never be appeased. With a simple flick of the lever. Oh, beautiful, beautiful magic. I hate to say it, but this is what progress looks like. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it spectacular? So I've gathered almost all of the items here. I unfortunately will still need to get like another 20 shulker boxes of Blackstone, but I'll get to that later. Right now, I need to craft a lot of things because these prismarine bricks right here, well, very silly enough, those need to be prismarine brick stairs actually. And all of the wood that we've gathered, well, we're not just keeping it as logs. It needs to be wood, planks, stairs, trapdoors, fences, you name it. Every single thing that we need every single thing that we can make out of logs, we will need to make out of the logs. So I'm going to take a little breather right now, and then we are going to commence a lot of very tedious crafting. It's been 5 hours since I started organizing these today and doing all of the little bits of crafting, but I can at least say that this is what 750,000 items looks like. That's not true at all. I actually have so many more items to get. This is the bulk of it, but there are still 85 different types of items I need to get. Thankfully, it's like 20 or less of each of them, but still, it's crazy. There's so many items for this. I didn't think it would take me 5 hours to craft everything out of the raw resources, but it turns out it's taking me even longer than that. But yeah, I gotta go grab a couple more shulker boxes of miscellaneous stuff from my main storage, and then I can work on the big missing sections, and then maybe we can eventually build something. It'll just take a little bit, but hey, that's one of the joys of playing Minecraft. The endless toil. There are so many things that I need. I feel like I'm going insane. I do need a turtle egg. Oh my goodness, I needed those. Let's craft some into nether brick walls. So many nether brick fences. Nether sprouts. Why is there so much random shit? I need more string. I need composters. I'll grab some of the zombie heads just in case I forgot to record something earlier. It could make the video progression very strange, but I have 9 shulker boxes of Blackstone, almost a 10th one, and I need 13 in total, so I'm going to be mining Blackstone for another maybe 20 minutes. This stuff actually goes pretty quickly if you have a haste 2 beacon, but getting a haste 2 beacon all the way down here is usually quite a hassle. I mean, oh, just look at this thing. If you haven't seen the last video, go watch the last video. It's amazing. It's incredible. Back to the Blackstone mining. Yay! After many, many days of work, I now finally have all of the Blackstone needed for this build. I still need to make the polished Blackstone walls. As you can see, big missing section here. But we do have it, so I can go craft it. We have our 5 shulker boxes of polished Blackstone brick walls. It seems excessive, and that is only because it is. It's looking like a chess monster, but I promise you this is as organized as it could possibly be. That is a lot of deep slate bricks. A lot of regular bricks, a lot of Blackstone bricks, and a lot of Blackstone tiles. And there's so many more items I need to get. I know that in the past, I said I was done gathering all of the wood that I needed, but it turns out there is a very, very important distinction between logs and wood. And as I'm crafting all of the wood from the logs, turning 4 logs into 3 wood, I'm coming very quickly to the understanding that I actually didn't grab enough items. So back to the forest I go to chop down acacia wood, which is a nightmare, oak wood, which is kind of fine, and jungle wood, which is perfectly reasonable, which of course, that's the one I need the least of. All right, it's gonna be awful. Go to the 250,000 kelp an hour farm. Why do I just have some villagers in a boat down there? Wait. How long ago did I put them there? What are they doing here, man? Maybe they're like leftovers that I didn't need for the stacking raid farm. They've probably been trapped in that boat on the shoreline for what, like 3 years? Am I a bad person? Is that what it is? Is that the real takeaway? The whole time. I never realized it. Okay, we'll grab 2 shulker boxes of bone meal. Oh, yo, no! No, what's happening? Oh my goodness. No, what did it? No! No! I just looked at them! What happened? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I just noticed them and they're now murdered. What the hell was that? Oh, well, they're dead. We can ignore them now. Something always goes wrong in my videos, and I swear to God, it is never me, like hamming things up. I cannot describe to you enough how badly I don't want to be doing this anymore. Now, I say somewhat negative things many times in my videos of like, oh, this was a nightmare. This was bad. Those were all jokes. I was hamming it up. Chopping down like 40 shulker boxes worth of wood is actually the worst thing ever. I don't know how anyone is supposed to build something large out of wood in any timely fashion without automation through redstone, because this is crazy. No, what? 7 on 2 logs. I have never seen that dense packing of cocoa beans in my entire time playing this game. 2 of those aren't even on a tree. Like, that is an unusual sight to behold for sure. I'm done gathering wood. I don't have to gather wood anymore. I'm so excited. I've never been so happy. I, of course, do need to, the thing over my right shoulder, left side of the screen for you, I will need to bring 30,000 logs over here and strip them using that little device. We'll get to that in a moment, though. There is a very, very short list of items that I need to get. 1 cake, which I have nothing for ingredients-wise. 1 conduit, which, as you can see, I have 1 heart of the sea and 4 Nautilus shells, so I need 4 more Nautilus shells. And last but not least, I get to stand around and wait for all of this nether wart to grow so I can craft 11 nether wart walls. 11 red nether brick walls. Sorry, I'm losing my mind a little bit. Well, that took a little while, but they're almost all grown. How bad is this? Red nether bricks. I can make 13. That's fine. I only needed 11. I feel like all the time spent there was completely robbed from me because I have 12 nether bricks from that. That is literally all. 12. That's so dumb. We're making the world a dangerous place so I can get 1 conduit. And all I need is 4 very, very lovely Nautilus shells. My goodness. Oh! Oh, there's one. One lovely boy. Oh, we got one. Oh, a second one. Come on, push him in. Push him in. Yes! 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 Okay, that freaked me out for a second that it wasn't in here. We have 3. We only need 1 more. Yes! We have 4. We're gonna turn the mob switch back on. There they go. All the way back to the left side. Conduit, baby! Let's go! I have everything but a cake. Isn't that weird? You would think it would be easier to find a cow to milk and a chicken to grab some eggs. But when you've killed everything around here, there's a cow. 1, 2, 3. And now I just need to scour the earth for a chicken's eggs, which I think I need 2 of, but I need to find a chicken first. How hard is it to find a chicken? What is he holding on to? Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox. Excuse me, Mr. Fox. It's a feather. He killed the chickens. I knew it. A chicken. Is the best course of action to just follow this chicken around till it lays an egg? Or should I just look for a chicken that's already laid an egg? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. He's looking at me. Yeah! Oh, a chicken. Maybe if I... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I saw it down here. Boom. There's 2. Well, we only needed the 2 eggs as far as I know. Okay, crafting table is over here. Show me the... Wait. I can figure this out. I want to see if I remember how to do this. Oh, man. This is so hard to do. 2 buckets of milk. 3 sugar on the bottom. 3 in the middle. Okay, this right here... This feels the best. Have I tried this ordering before? I can figure this out, okay? I've played this game for a decade. Give me a moment. Wheat at the bottom. Bread, because cakes are very bready. Then we have our buckets of milk. We require an egg. And we need sugar. I feel like I'm a crazy person. God damn, how is this not a shapeless recipe? That feels wrong. I feel like it's 3 buckets of milk. What would even make the most goddamn sense here? Maybe the milk goes in the middle. Have we thought about that yet? I've done that. Maybe it's 2 wheat. I feel so stupid. Maybe one of these. Milk on the top. You add solid ingredients first. Holy shit, why is this the hardest thing I've ever done in my life? I'm a god gamer. You can't stop me. I know the cake recipe. I've crafted 2 cakes. In the past, I've made a cake. All right? I've made 1 cake. I don't know why I made a cake. I have literally no idea what it could have been for. But in the past, I made a cake. With the crafting of the cake, which was shockingly difficult, I now have all of the items required for this build over here, which is only partially true because I still need to smelt a lot of things and I need to strip a lot of things. So I need to make a super smelter to smelt 125,000 items, and then I need to strip 33,000 logs. I'm going to be building a 192 furnace array by Pixels. It is going to work very, very quickly. About 70,000 items an hour we can smelt, which means I will only need to AFK for 2 hours. Yay! The furnace array is complete and runs flawlessly. I'm currently just smelting some glass, and as soon as I'm done with that, I will get to the next big hurdle, which is fortune mining all of the copper ore that I have mined in my world up to this point in time. I just hope that it's enough. I have good news and I have really bad news. We'll start with the good news. All of these shulker boxes are completely filled with iron ingot. The bad news is that it's not even remotely close to enough, and I'm gonna have to mine a lot more copper later, which I really don't want to do. It is finally time to use the concrete converter for its true intended purpose, stripping logs very quickly, which I'm gonna do right now so that way I can kick the can down the road on mining more copper, because let's face it, that's gonna be terrible. And the alternative is what? Making a really fast copper farm just to get a small amount of copper? No, yeah. Now that I say that, I'm the type of person that would do that. I only have one thing left to do, and that is to okay, I I have 3 things left to do. I need to get more copper, I need to age the copper, and I need to get a lot of honeycomb so that way I can wax the copper once it's aged to the age that I want, so that way it doesn't get too oxidized. But yeah, only 3 things left between me and actually building the factory. In case you thought I forgot about the dried kelp blocks, well, I did. I'm dealing with it right now. Sadly, I refuse to age all of the copper over here and deal with the bees over here because Mojang made it so the bees go to sleep. But in the Nether, there is no nighttime. In that land of perpetual fire and hell, the bees will never sleep. They will work tirelessly for me. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go to the Nether and make ourselves a beautiful honeycomb farm and start aging all of this copper. It's going to suck, but it'll be worth it in the end, because then we can finally start building. It'll be crazy. I finished oxidizing all of the copper that I need, which means I can finally start the build. I just need to get to the overworld. Also, never, ever, ever let me do that again. It was literally the worst thing I've ever done in this game. I've finally done it. Let's see what the exact number is. 784 is almost 800. I was reading this number wrong the whole time. I thought this was 748. My bad. 784,282 items are all here behind me. I have accomplished gathering the materials for the largest build I have ever done, and I hope to God will be the largest build I ever will do. It's a little crazy. It's a little wild, but I finally get to start with the most beautiful part of this entire project, building the darn thing. Let's go! Let's go! I'm so excited! Building montage time! Woo! Woo! To give you all some perspective on how this build is going, personally, I think it's going very well so far. This is the end of the first day of building. Hopefully, it's all in one nice series of time lapses with this as a little interjection, but I spent 7 hours on just this floor, which on the map looks like this, which is pretty cool. Okay, I do have to say so myself. It looks pretty interesting. But yeah, just this bottom floor took 7 hours. This is going to destroy me. I have finished one of the towers. There's almost the entire build left to go, but I'm very excited. I finished one of the towers. It only took 5 minutes short of 3 hours. Seven and a half hours after I've started, we've finished the front of the building. This is going to take a very long time, which I know I've already said, but like, I think a week is doable for this whole thing. It only took 2 months to get here, a month of building, like about a month of gathering resources and organizing. And now, ideally, 1-ish week to finish off this whole thing. I think it's doable. About 25% done with the entire build right now. This side, hopefully I can finish today. We've got a lot of blocks to place down, and I have a bit of a sore throat, but this should still go quickly regardless, because you don't need to talk to place blocks in Minecraft. At least as far as I know, you don't. I've already put a lot of time into this build. It's been about 2 months, and today alone was like another 8 hours, but I don't know. I don't know if I have the energy to continue working on it. The Netherite Factory had taken its toll on me, and I was at my wit's end.
What do I do, Muffin? Muffin, what do I do?
I was burnt out and ready to quit, but there was still one glimmer of hope that I had before truly throwing in the towel. So I packed up a suitcase full of clothes and decided to leave the crisp spring air of Michigan and head to the sunny land of Austin, Texas.
I've been working on this thing for a long time, and honestly, it's getting too much, and I want to give up. What do you guys think I should do?
You came to just the right person. It's sleep, dude. I figured this out. Sleep is killing you. Less sleep, more energy drinks.
I don't think you had to come all the way out here in person for me to tell you that it's not that hard. You gotta just do it. Just do it.
I don't know why I never thought about that. I guess I could just keep working on it.
I am back and feeling better than ever. I am so hyped to continue building. I was burnt out there for a little bit, but the advice that I received from Mog Swamp and Wumba is definitely going to help me with this. I am never going to sleep again, but I will keep placing blocks until this thing is done. Let's go! Oh, look at those guys down there. They can't find me. It's kind of adorable. I'm coming to the understanding that this whole area up here would actually be insane to make for one video. And this is just one small part on a substantially larger part. Oh no, when I zoom out, it makes me feel like a psychopath.
You'd be correct in thinking that I should be working on the giant project right now, but it turns out that I have miscounted how many stripped crimson logs that I need by an entire shulker box. So here I am once again. For me, it's going to be like a little bit. For you, the video will probably continue right now.
We're on the final stages of the build. I just need to make the outdoor decorations. This has the greatest variety of any blocks that I've sent in this entire area. I mean, look at the shading required for just this little seating area. We have darker shadows over here with the dark oak, going all the way to regular oak where the most sunlight comes in. It'll look really good once it's done, but like actually building this is kind of insane with how many different items we have. For just this very, 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 very small area over here, it is these 2 shulker boxes plus all of this stuff in my inventory. It is a little crazy, but it should be very quick and very doable, and we're gonna be so close to being done. Let's go. Now that the entire exterior of the building is done, I can finally work on the netherite engine itself. It's going to be a 3-cylinder, baby. It's going to be pumping out netherite so fast. You've never seen anything like this in your entire time of playing this game. But you got to give me a moment to build it. And then we can revel in the glory together. I've built it. For those of you who recognize this, it is indeed an update suppressor, but I've made a very fundamental change, and that is
all of this stuff over here to the left. You might have seen this before in a previous video of mine. It's my favorite update suppressor right now. Probably my last favorite update suppressor, unless it's a mechanic that comes back into the game. But this over here is something that I smashed together myself, which is why it looks really cursed. But I'll show you how it works. First thing I got to do is start the 3-cylinder engine. So here they are. These things are going to start pumping like crazy. And that's it. The switch that turns the whole thing on and then allows the reset line to power through here as this goes and sets everything in motion. The very first time I tried to run it, I made a very small mistake. But don't worry, I tested it a little bit more and it's working flawlessly. So pretend that this is the very first time that you are seeing this, and it'll blow your mind. It'll be crazy. We gotta hop in our minecart, look forwards, hold on to our block of netherite, turn on periodic use with a 7-tick delay, and then come look at it go. Oh, it's beautiful. When it's all working as intended, it seems so oddly simple. The rate of this setup is a pretty slow 3,000 blocks an hour, but it is capable of AFK duping any piston pullable block, which is very nice. If you want to get up in arms about how broken or busted or cheating this is, that is perfectly fine with me. But as far as I'm concerned, after already legitimately getting shulker boxes for every single piece of netherite armor and every netherite tool, and the fact that there is literally no other use than decoration for this block, I am okay with it. This ultimately is just to achieve the goal that I set out for myself quite a while back of getting 1 netherite ingot for every subscriber that I have. And in order to do that, as long as a ton of people don't subscribe while watching this video, I'll only have to AFK for about 20 hours in total. Though on a separate note, this thing didn't take up nearly as much space as I thought it would. I'm gonna have to put something else in here.